selfish boyfriend keeps hanging out with the girl he's been trying to get over since before me, and has made it very clear that he would drop me if it meant keeping her, even as a friend. So I made an exit plan. He said he's been trying to get over her since before me, and that he thinks that if he keeps trying it'll go away. I told him it doesn't work like that, especially if we've already been dating for 10 years, and he was already trying to drop his feelings for her before he met me. I feel like he's lying and he truly just wants to keep his connection to her. He left to go hang out with her at 9 and it's now almost 4 in the morning for me. He told me it wouldn't come to this, and he wouldn't be out this long. He doesn't have a phone, so if I want to message him, I basically have to message her. He also refused to let me come along, even though she and I got along amazingly. She's made it clear she's not interested and already has a girlfriend. I've started packing my things because he hypothetically asked me what would happen if he didn't come home tonight before he went out. I don't feel that there's anything left for me here. I made it clear that I don't think what he's doing is good for our relationship, but he went anyway. All he can ever say is that it's not his intention to hurt me. I keep having to remind him that the intent doesn't matter if you knew the outcome would be hurting me. Update: I went to sleep and woke up to him cuddling me, which was very upsetting, especially after the night I've had. He came home around 5 a.m., a time he told me was only hypothetical and wouldn't really happen. We had a talk where I made it very clear that if this is how he loves me, then it's not the love I want anymore. He didn't want to tell me anything at all, and just kept saying I don't know to every question I asked him, but if the situation were swapped he would need every detail. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have even been able to go. I packed the bulk of my belongings and hid them in easy-to-grab places. I'm very glad he stayed out all night, because I've never felt this much love for myself since before meeting him. He knocked me down so many pegs that I forgot how much I was actually worth and was willingly taking scraps of love. This isn't even the worst that he's done, and we should have been over a long time ago. Hate that I'm just fully realizing it now, but I'm glad I did it all. It hurts, but not as bad as staying as someone's second choice. He probably won't even remember the conversation, as he never does, but I'm done explaining it over and over again. My sister lives in another city and already has a place for me to stay. Luckily my mother is in town as well and plans on staying until I'm ready. I'm letting him keep his gifts because once I'm gone he won't have internet until he gets it himself. It's getting turned off and moved to where I'm going. I will also be taking his cell phone off my contract. I didn't understand how much I paid for his life until I started disconnecting and removing everything a piece at a time. I just did it because I love him and wanted him to be taken care of. The time he spent gone last night was everything I needed to get my life together. He knows the best ways to guilt trip me, especially after going to counseling. I'm not going to keep doing this fight, and I'm the only one actually making progress. I have held him up and backed him up on so many things in his life. I never expected to get to this point. Everything is packed but my little library and PC are set up. I don't even think he noticed when he came back, and I'm sure he'll be asleep all day, doing a once-over and finishing packing. My mother will be back later to pick up a few things at a time under the premise of just wanting to see her daughter. Mom is with the plan and I am loving it. We could work things out, but that takes the both of us being willing to do that. Not just me. I wanted it to work out, too, but he has made it very clear that he would drop me if it meant keeping her, even as just a friend. If for any reason she told him they couldn't be friends because of me, I would be a hot potato, dropped and on the floor.